Oh. Look at the camera, please. This one. It's the dirt flavour ass. Housewife of the year.
Yup. Not me.
Oh, I've got my face so black.
Sorry. So it's just picking the better looking person.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
It just picked. I didn't look at it originally. It just picked the better looking person. So I like to tell myself.
Do you think you're better looking than
Yeah. No. I have shocking self-esteem.
I think you're better looking. So on that.
For anyone asking, I like to preface every episode with some form of chat. This is a matcha that's really badly made. Too much milk.
Oh, so it's just a match of it.
Louis hates matcha. And then I had some leftover raspberry jam at the bottom of the jar, so I was like, oh, it'd be like a little puree.
Matcha just tastes like dirt. I've tasted plenty of dirt.
Louis not a matcha girly.
It's awful. All y'all lie.
I don't lie about any food or drink. I wouldn't force myself to eat or drink anything that I didn't like.
It's awful. It's wrong. It's not.
I've watched you have mayonnaise wraps.
That's not my mayonnaise.
Louis puts mayonnaise onto a wrap, rolls it up and then eats it. It's disgusting.
A nice gooey centre.
It's actually, that's my ick for you.
What?
But I love you, so like,
And then
unfortunately I have to.
And then I try and give you a big kiss afterwards. And I got mayonnaise in my face.
Anyway, let's continue. Housewife of the year.
What about when I do it?
Stop! They don't need to know that. You don't want to put people off. Don't like and subscribe. Actually, fuck him. Stop! That's not nice.
It's not nice.
That's not nice.
I was just trying to make you try.
No, it's wrong. Stop it. Okay, Housewife of the year.
Housewife of the year.
Not me.
So my Baba sister is doing her thesis on, what is it on?
Gender washing.
Gender washing. And she's on reading week. So I always like to hang out with Kitty. She's really fun to be around. So I messaged her and said, do you want to go to cinema on Wednesday? And she was like, what should we go see? I had a look at the Dunamace, the local picture house, support the arts. And they had...
It's not the local picture house, it's the local art house.
Local art centre. They had Irish documentary, Housewife of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that would be awfully fitting for Kitty's thesis. I told Kitty this, and she thought I was taking the piss. Was I taking the piss?
I feel like you kind of were taking the piss.
I know.
You told me, you were like, I'm going to go to cinema. And I was like, what are you going to see? And you were like, Housewife of the Year, you can learn a thing or two. Now, we want to also preface this by saying that Louis is not a misogynistic person. If anything, he likes to go on, but if anything, Louis is the Housewife of the Year.
Yeah.
He does like all the washing, all the cooking, all the cleaning. Like, actually, a dream to live with.
But anyway.
Beating gender stereotypes.
Yeah.
Really, you do. In fairness, I just wanted, like, I don't want it to come across, because you're making all these jokes, but like, we don't want to come across like you're the one that expects women to do stuff. You don't want people to know that, like, think you're like that, but you're really not.
You could do a few more bits around the house.
I could, yeah, I really actually could. I'm so bad. You do like everything. Maybe loves washing, but then it's also because you don't think I wash properly. You don't like watching me wash the dishes.
No, I'm like that with everyone though.
Fairly, was a bit of a perfectionist.
Am I?
A little bit when it comes to things, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I just like to do things mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Frank Sinatra did.
Okay.
So the plot in 60 seconds.
Do you want to give it or do I give it?
You can do it.
Okay.
I did the last one.
Alright.
Action!
Housewife of the Year is a documentary made in 2022 and it looks back at the Housewife of the Year competition that used to run from, I think, the 60s it started. I'm not sure, we don't know the date. Up until 1995, shockingly. So women or whoever would nominate themselves and put themselves forward, and they do like little regional finals, and then there'd be a big final up in Dublin. Gay Byrne used to host it, and basically it was competition. They'd have to prepare a 3-course meal, they'd have to do a little interview with Gay Byrne. There was like little games and stuff. They'd have to like be blindfolded and find their husband and stuff. Didn't really go into detail about whatever.
Bookkeeping.
But yeah, different bits and bobs. No, it didn't.
Yeah, you had to balance the house books.
Oh, gas.
That was part of it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There was one of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, but then it wasn't just about that. It was obviously looking at the competition and talking to some of the women that were entered in it now about what they think about the whole thing, and then their lives and how it changed their lives, and whether they think it was a good idea to have it or not. And some of it was like really sad and harrowing. Like
Yeah.
I think it was just, I thought it was just gonna be a bit lighthearted or whatever. But yeah, good job.
But
I'm really good at summarising. I was
the
really good at English in school.
the. I don't know what's going on. Continue.
It was packed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we arrived late, ish.
I know, but we arrived
Just on time.
because you know whenever we go to the other cinema, we won't name them. It's like when it says the movie starts, that's when the ads start.
Yeah, and there usually is ads in the dumb maze.
Yeah, but
We missed them. It was like
the
the
ads
credits.
must- yeah, it was the opening credits were rolling.
And when we walked in, and
Full house.
yeah,
Never
which is
seen
nice
this
to
movie.
see. Like
But it was all women.
most of it was women, and there was a lot younger women than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah.
But then it also just shows that how much obviously people heard Housewife of the Year. Like even I mentioned to my mother that I was going to see it, and she was like, "Oh, I remember that being on
Yeah,
telly." Like so, I've never heard of it.
Neither did I.
Um,
Like that.
but like that, it went on till 1995. So like I was born in 1994. Louis a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
So he was 5 when that competition finished, which is crazy. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it as a competition. Then.
Except for in Father Ted.
Yeah, I get, but I didn't know that would have been based off something. The Lovely Ladies competition.
Yeah.
And it was just surreal. And then when they said the prizes are £300 and a new cooker, because what would the housewife spend it on anyway? But it was really interesting to see the opinions of the time, and then you saw it progress, and then when there were more options for women to pursue a career, then some of the women were like giving out about the feminists, saying, well, basically, yeah, that's all right for them, but there is a lot of women do want to be housewives, and that is going to start encroaching on our way of living.
Yeah. So like to preface, I'm always prefacing.
Preface or preface?
But I say both. I think to preface this. Anyone that's not watching in Ireland, I don't know if you've any non-Irish viewers, but who knows where this could go. In Ireland, I can't remember when it was stopped.
I think it was the 90s.
Could have been up to the 90s. Like Ireland, I find like that was very far behind when it came to moving with the new ways of living. Like we were under like the church kind of ruled everything that we did up until very recently.
Yeah.
So when women got married, even if you worked, so like a lot of the women in the competition, so you went off and you studied nursing, or you became a teacher, or maybe you were a secretary, or whatever your job was that you were allowed to have as a woman back then. So say from like early on, if you had a career, but as soon as you got married, you had to give up your job.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a choice. Your choice was either be a housewife or be a career woman. So you had to make that very clear distinction and choice.
But as well, there wouldn't have been as many opportunities to progress in the workforce. I don't think back then as well.
That girl did architecture. That woman did architecture, remember?
Which one?
The woman where her daughter became pregnant very young. Remember, she had these real strict views.
Was that the one who went to America?
No. Remember, she was talking a good bit. She was sitting down at the table with her daughter, and her daughter went and got a flat, and then the flat. Then I remember. She was in the garage at a lovely house. She studied architecture.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
But as well, then the interesting point you said that they didn't realise how dependent they were on their husbands as well, because after they'd worked a few years and then got married, they wouldn't have enough stamps to get a pension, or a pension that you could live off. So they were completely dependent upon their other half.
Yeah. And then that was just the way at the time, like the church kind of just ruled everything, like, you know, and like contraception, so that was a big thing as well. I suppose back then people, like, if they did get pregnant, not all of the people, but if you did get pregnant before marriage, a lot of people probably just got married, so it didn't bring shame onto their family, so you were kind of
got sent to the laundries.
Yeah, but you were kind of thrust into marriages that maybe you didn't want, or maybe wouldn't have happened as soon as they happened, bar because you got pregnant, because you couldn't get contraception in Ireland until the 90s. You'd have to go up the north and try and smuggle it back on the train, or like if you were driving, but like they'd search your cars and they'd search you, because if you knew they were coming back from the north, they'd check.
But they used to say that, didn't they? They used to smuggle it in the heroin.
Yeah? Or people buy dishwashers, or they buy like electrics up the north and fill it with stuff, and they'd be like, why are you bringing back it? And they're like, oh, just a tumble dryer.
Yeah. And
it'd be full of contraception, like.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Because this is my dishwasher that I fill with contraception.
I suddenly have to go to the bathroom and go.
I have to stop this. Yeah.
The urge has come upon me.
With your dirt.
What?
With your dirt flavoured drink.
It could have been.
You're pooing!
I did prepare. That's why I thought you meant earlier that you won't eat pears.
What was that? My dick! What?
Did you hear me?
What?
You said earlier when he was like to you, oh, do you like pears? You were like, yeah.
Yeah?
And I was like, how come you don't have them? And you were like, oh. You made that face. And I was like, oh. And you were like, my teeth.